Perfect.
And he's got him as his DP. It's crazy.
What?
Mitch's DP is Terazi. And him, DJ.
Mitch, is that true?
Go look, bro.
I was just checking.
Mum's life it is.
You guys ready?
You said Mum's life, is it?
Yes.
What's Mitch's Instagram? Oh yeah, KS.
I thought Mitch's thing was writing, his background.
Oh, it's a bloody thing.
He said his wallpaper.
Yeah, he said
No, he changed it.
He's had that for a long time.
No, he knows what photo I'm talking about. I'll get it. I think it's your TikTok. Yeah, it is.
If anyone tries to get her, baby.
Oh, I've never actually seen.
Yeah, Mitch. You're not gonna say pause to that photo.
To that photo.
Are they touching?
Bad.
Damn.
I got a paper cut today and it's the most painful. It's like that big. It hurts so much.
How did you?
I was reading a book just said.
The kids' books, the pages are thick as well.
They are.
Yeah, they're
It
sharp.
hurt.
They're sharp
And
pages.
he's like, you need a band-aid.
Maybe we don't need knives. Maybe you just use books.
I'll cut my veggies with the books. That's a great idea.
Just slam it like that.
Thank you. I
got
don't know why I
you.
didn't think of that before.
Fuck it. When you go to Melbourne and come back, your jokes are.
It doesn't really make that much sense. You
That
reckon it
actually
might?
wasn't a joke.
You reckon it might?
Oh, Mitch.
What's it called on the cup?
What?
Focus.
Jacko, can you just press the camera and just make sure it's focusing on Chris and I? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so unfocused. Yeah. Game's the game, though, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe you
Charge
just
it.
go on a bit, Mitch. You just
Yeah,
on
we
a
got to
bit foggy.
charge it. It's all good. Even if you maybe just click on Chris's face and not mine.
Charge it to the game.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should. It should. Yeah. Okay.
Let's go.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night. You're back with Let 'Em Shoot. We're back on your regular Tuesday nights. Big weekend of Prem. Big weekend of football. Big weekend in general. AFCON winners. Top of the
Guys are
group.
too good.
Just quietly, yeah.
Too good.
Top of the group. No, we already topped the group. What do you mean pending?
No, AFCON winners.
Oh, yeah, winners,
Oh.
yeah. Winners, yeah, pending. It's in progress. But firstly, to my right.
I'm Chris. I'm back. It's bloody good to be back. Thanks, guys. It's only been a week or two.
Yeah, but I haven't filmed
And
with
to
you in
my
a
left
long
is my
time.
very best friend.
There you go.
Oh, sorry, two lefts.
Yeah.
Not,
Yeah,
sorry,
two
no,
lefts.
No, you're good.
We'll just skip one.
You're right.
You know, play the skip. We've jumped one. Pengas Techers. I'm back. I wasn't on last week. I had to watch.
Coincidence.
I had,
Bud
to,
Mike?
I had to watch a bunch of nonsense on the episode last week. A guy doing Many Men reenactment. He was doing a performance.
That's your producer's favorite song. So if you want to talk,
But I'm here. Pengas Techers. What producer?
You mean
D Block,
Yeah,
That's his favourite song.
He could be producer.
chief executive.
He doesn't.
Oh, deny producer.
He does a lot of choreography for us.
He's left.
Music video comes.
It's the boy MJ, Born in Africa gang. Look, I clutched Fantasy League so bad. I'm actually
happy.
proud.
I'm happy for
He
you.
has not stopped talking about fancy this whole week.
Bad.
Because I lost the first week close. I lost the second week close. And I clutched it up against Tommy Mack. Clutched it up against Riley.
Yeah.
Gotta get out of jail free.
Yeah, gel, man.
Yeah, that's
I
it.
saw that for
Riley's
sure.
automatic 3 points.
It is.
And D's left.
PBB, Ghost Catcher is my new name.
Body
Found
catcher.
him. I found
Bloody
them.
gang.
I caught them. Here they are. One there.
That's facts.
Ghost Catcher, Bud back, baby.
Yeah.
They weren't here last week. I don't know what happened to them, but
I was busy.
you know,
I've got kids, you know. I've got other. That's always my excuse.
You don't
I
have
can get
kids
away with
today?
anything.
You don't have kids
You don't
today. She
Chris
came
doesn't have
away.
kids today. Apparently,
I don't.
Don't know.
Got the
that's
day off.
crazy.
Before we get into the app, there was these YouTube comments.
Good.
Been great.
Yeah, they're blowing up.
There is
I
a
rate it.
lot of
I
comments.
love
So
YouTube, man.
I had no.
It's so nice. Yeah, it's
Just love.
wholesome.
If I'm maybe having a bad day, I just read out YouTube
I swear.
comments.
I do
We
that
got
as well.
fans everywhere.
We do.
Nigeria,
South Africa.
New Jersey. Shout out Jersey Shore.
We're
New
gonna go
Jersey.
London, Lagos.
Jersey.
We'll be
The
there.
Snooki watching.
Oh, speaking of Jersey Shore, I had a thing after you're done.
No,
Just-
go down.
Vicario kind of reminds me of Vini from Jersey Shore.
Oh, he does look a bit like
Yeah, I was like, who does he
say that.
look like? And it clicked to me, and I thought you would appreciate
does
that.
look a bit like
Anyway.
Vicario. I like that.
a lot of Bud, they're actually saying you were man of the match last episode.
Yeah.
Just quietly. You
It's
got a
'cause
lot of love.
You came back with a vengeance.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, at Ange.
Because
You know-
you weren't here when
I
Chelsea had to do up Arsenal
That's true. Yeah.
with the draw.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then you
To
came
make
back
up.
to
I was
a-
gutted.
Yeah.
I was so gutted.
So you came back to a big performance.
Even the guys that don't like you, they are still. Bud is so delusional, but I love the guy so much.
Yeah.
Facts. That's
At least
literally
That's good.
At
that's
least
my
I'm
view on him.
consistent.
That's what you want.
That's it.
Did I comment that?
No, listen, I don't know. Bud, coldest intro of 2023. That was brazy to me personally, but
Hey, we're doing everyone favors this year, so
we'll let it slide. Yeah, true.
I'm Santa Claus this year, baby.
Very true. But everyone keep commenting because it is my favorite thing to read. Texas, South Africa, Scotland. We got Scotland. We got Scottish views.
That's great.
Yeah,
I can
haggis.
see that.
Tom would be happy.
Yeah, Tom
Probably
would
his
be happy.
family
Yeah,
over there.
for real. Before we start this off, Bud.
Yo.
What are we gonna do?
Exactly. So what we got to do? Like, share, subscribe, put on that notification bell. Yeah, but you should know by now.
Yep.
Every Wednesday, Thursday, we
Tuesday.
release. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we release.
Yeah, Tuesday. Yeah.
What
Only
happened to Thursdays?
Tuesdays. Because the editing gets done quick these days.
Oh,
bro.
shit.
Yeah.
Shout out, bot.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Shut up.
yeah, we release Tuesdays, so tune in on Tuesdays. But you should know that when you put on the notification bell. But yeah,
Facts.
like, share, subscribe, and comment as well. More comments, the better.
Yeah, and for the audio listeners, leave us a review on Spotify
Perfect.
or Apple Podcasts.
We're trying to
wherever
jump.
you listen to
We're
it.
trying to get higher on
We're
there.
trying to jump Joe Rogan this week. So
We should have done
We'll
our.
get there close.
Yeah.
We're close, I think. I think we're at like maybe 25 streams off
Yeah.
jumping Joe Rogan.
You know, it'd piss off the audio listeners if we did a sign language episode. yeah.
yeah, that would
That'd
be
be
good
lit.
actually. Shout out
Poor
the-
people can't
shout out
afford screens,
everyone.
bro. Crazy.
Yeah, shout out all the deaf people. First game of the round.
Yeah, Michael Jackson. Oh, you said deaf. Oh,
Chelsea versus City.
Jesus Christ.
Chelsea 4, City 4. This was
Hey, wait.
what? Oh shit! Yeah, FPL. Oh,
God
FPL.
damn.
Sorry.
You think I
Done.
go through? You guys think I go through so much stress for a month straight just,
Yeah.
just for us to get away with
You're
the,
right.
the
Sorry,
losers to get
sorry,
away
my
with it?
bad.
No
My
way.
bad.
No way. Do we need the board?
No, I got a
Oh, you
photo.
got it
Yeah,
here?
yeah.
Cool.
FPL. The new month is over. Draft.
Exciting times.
I'm looking at the
It
ladder
was
right now.
nail biting. It was end to end on the final match day.
Oh, that's why MJ's so
six
happy.
people
That's
could
why
have
he's so
finished.
happy.
Six
Clutched
people
it
could have
up.
finished in the bottom
That's
two.
crazy.
it was chaos.
It was chaos.
Everyone could have.
Everyone could have.
You could have.
Everyone except Denai could have finished in
Yeah.
the bottom
Yeah.
too.
Chaos.
Everyone could have.
Absolute chaos.
But top of the table, we have D Block, Denai Gapare.
Do well, man.
4 wins from 4.
Damn,
It's a Pilates, bro.
bro.
Incredible.
The reform.
Since that first month, he's really flipped the
Incredible.
switch.
Yeah,
He's
wow.
been doing Pilates.
Yeah. Second place, we have the very consistent top tier manager, Jeremy.
This game is on the spiel.
Who let this guy narrate, man?
Third, we have KS Karani, bronze medal.
KS Claw, baby.
KS
Hey,
Claw.
what up?
Claw.
KS
Kawhi.
Claw.
This should be
Kawhi
your
Jr.
emblem from now on.
In 4th place, up from 7th on the final match day, we have Michael John.
Michael John.
Those are the European spots. In 5th, Mule. 6th, Bud's fallen.
I had 1 point. By the time Samuel had like 6 plays, it was 29
Because
to
he
1.
won the first week.
Yeah, he won last.
Second
Oh,
week.
was it
last month.
last
I,
one?
I clutched it at the end with the
Yeah,
points.
he did
last
actually.
month. And in 7th, one of our first punishment spots, we have Tom.
I never thought I'd see
McLaughlin.
Tom down there.
Have you seen his squad as well?
Tom
Yeah.
had tied highest points for this month as well, if you guys
Yep.
are wondering.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And he got relegated.
1 win from 4. And in last place, we
No
have
surprise.
back-to-back
Back to this, the last place we can just lock it in for the rest of the year, I think.
Yeah.
Samuel.
Imagine if he gets another smooth.
Call Riley right now.
Oh, does anyone have?
You know
Riley's
what's crazy?
number? I'll call him.
I reckon Riley spends the most time, like most minutes on fantasy.
Oh,
Yeah.
actually.
Like stressing to make transfers and shit like
100%.
that.
And he says he's
Bombs
all
his
right. He
team
reckons
every
he's
week.
all right with it as well, but we all know he's the lead.
He's
way.
not.
Picked his team.
She should pick this next month. I
All
reckon
right.
she should do better.
Let's.
Are we doing Tom's first?
Yeah, do
when are you going to
Tom's
call
first.
Tom or no?
Oh, I can't.
Or do
call
we
him
care
'cause I
enough
got it on here.
about him?
You can call him if it goes through. It goes
Calling
through.
Riley.
Okay, we'll do Riley's first.
Tom won't pick up to me.
Did Riley pick up?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
What's happening, little Pindick? You sound nice and sick, but to make your day even worse, we're about to do your punishment.
Riley.
We're spinning the wheel.
Come on, please.
Oh my god.
Window
yes.
washing.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yo.
Oh my god.
Riley has got a
Oh.
window wash
Hey.
on Northbourne.
Wow.
How long is it? It's
We'll confirm.
We'll confirm with the first thing, but yeah, window washing on Northbourne.
That
Northbourne
sucks.
Avenue, for the people who are not from Canberra, is the most busy. Is the
It's
busiest
the road that
yeah.
runs through the city.
It's
It's
the
a
busiest
busy
road in the city,
In,
and
in
everyone
honor
where we
of
live.
Scrubby.
In honor of
Scrubby.
Scrubby.
Yeah. And everyone goes
Ian.
there.
Scrubby.
In honor of
Ian,
Ian.
that's right.
Ian.
That's tough. That's tough.
Riley's doing window washing on Northbourne
Thank you,
Avenue.
Right, call Tom now.
See you later.
Alright.
That one sucks.
I reckon it's just punched a couple holes.
Well, I mean, if you're smart about
You don't
it.
reckon window washing would be bad?
Yeah, you make a
You
sign.
can do whatever you want.
Put a face mask on, dress nice.
Face mask. You're getting no money, cuz.
It's until you earn a set $20, is it?
Yeah,
Yes,
we,
it's not.
yeah,
Could
we-
you just
yeah.
get someone you know? To
Nah,
come
you
and-
can't. That's the
Okay.
rules.
We're not going
Oh,
to
good.
tell them where. We're going to take
Oh,
them to the
Yeah.
intersection.
Yo,
Smart.
he's gonna get in a fight with the other guys.
With the other ones, yeah. Yeah,
he's gonna have a
definitely.
mic, definitely.
And we'll be. I reckon we set up some deck chairs on the side of the road.
And we just
Just
watch.
to make sure.
Guys, I don't think Tom's picking up.
He's not going to pick up your call.
You know, we should do that bet where it's like pick one person. If they don't pick up, then you survive.
Would Tom be yours?
I'll call Tom. Look at
Okay.
that.
Well, anyway, Tom's.
What the?
Oh my god, it was almost golf.
Hey.
What's the TikTok one?
Wait,
Yes.
no, I don't think it's spun.
Yeah, you didn't spin it.
I don't know because yeah.
Oh,
That's
there we
better.
go.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Come on, please.
Yeah, Tom's gonna wear.
Not good.
Tom's gonna wear football boots and go in, what was it, 20 stores? So
Yeah.
Is there something around
He's gonna
20
stay in
stores?
Pacific for an hour.
Yes, in the city and walk around in football boots
In normal clothes.
and shin pads.
That's bad.
Football boots is terrible.
He can't go rebel.
Imagine him wearing shorts and phantoms.
No, he can't go rebel. He can't go rebel sport.
Imagine him wearing jeans
bad.
and football
We've got
boots.
two good punishments.
Those are some,
That's
and they're going to be
great.
good content as
Yeah,
well.
we deserve that.
Put a mic on him,
That's bad, man.
make him go shopping, and he has to go try on clothes.
Yeah.
Like, do
Is he
everything.
not allowed to take the boots off?
No,
Or
he
tries
can't
to
take
close
the
on?
boots
Yeah.
off.
Can
I
He's
walk
gonna put
the
clothes
pants
on
have to go
through
over
the-
there.
I'll make sure everyone looks at his feet.
Yeah.
I want to pretend like I don't know. What the hell's on your feet, man?
And he'll be free
Everyone
on
will
it.
hear him clunking.
We'll make
down.
him go on a weekend, maybe Friday night shopping.
We're gonna go Baker's Delight, get a
Get a
finger bun.
Yeah, Black Friday. Yo.
Oh God,
Oh, yeah, that's soon, eh?
Yeah.
Well,
that's brilliant.
we will keep you
That was a
posted
good
with
punishment.
those
Yeah.
punishments. First game we are going to is Chelsea City at Stamford Bridge. 4-4. This was classic Prem. This is Barclays Prem.
Yeah.
You know?
For
The
sure.
lion
Yeah.
back.
Down.
The
You
full
know
lion
that?
Full
badge.
line, the
Yeah.
blue,
On the ball.
Yeah.
When it used to be on Fox Sports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the good
Press
old
days,
days.
man.
For
Yeah, it actually was.
Shout out Optus though if we can
Yeah.
get some. We can get some, I guess. But 4-4. Bud, I need to give you
Bro, he called it.
just not because you drew. Okay, so you didn't win. We're not gassing
That's
you
a
up.
big
You beat
result.
City.
Yeah.
But the way Chelsea played in this game is as close to I've seen Liverpool go head to head with City, like in the games that they used to go head to head and just
Yeah.
like back and forth. That's since Liverpool used to go head to head with City. What other team has gone head to head like that?
Since we go. Oh, you're saying like. I thought you were saying they were as good as we were when we used to go
No.
head to head.
No, no,
You're
no.
saying like this is the
Not
first
quite.
time you've seen a team go head to head with them.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the game's open and
Yeah.
they're just going
Like
back
play,
and forth.
play. Yeah.
Kamikaze type
Create-
shit.
yeah.
Because even the Arsenal City game,
correct.
you were both reserved.
No, yeah, it was
Yeah.
tactical.
But this
It's
one was
tactical.
That's
That's it.
Yeah.
I think the rain added to the drama too, and it was
Did
just
it?
yeah.
Yeah, it was just bare knuckle boxing.
Heavyweight.
It was literally just punch for
Slugfest.
punch. Yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, in parts of the game, I'd say for at least half the game, you looked the better side.
Yeah.
I think for large parts of the game, you created a lot of good chances. Raheem Sterling had Kyle Walker on
Ice.
Yeah.
toast.
Yeah, he
like,
killed
I
him.
haven't seen, and before the game, in the first 15 minutes, the commentators were saying, Kyle Walker, he never really gets...
Dribble past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody that he has to deal with, he deals with.
Yeah.
Sterling was turning him inside out, winning the ball, beating him for pace, whipping
Yeah.
balls in behind. He looked dangerous, scored. Kyle Walker fell asleep for the second Chelsea goal.
Everyone
I don't
knows
know.
Sterling.
I think
don't know what he was
Chelsea-
doing there.
Yeah.
Chelsea,
Walker.
just quietly, they look like the real deal yesterday. That performance was 50 times better than the one at Tottenham. Just
Lavia is
quietly.
coming in
easily.
next after the international
In Kunku.
in Kunks by early December.
Mm.
Tooney coming in as well.
Yeah.
Teams looking
Tooney.
nuts.
Lavia should come in for Caicedo, I reckon.
Yeah, for,
I reckon Gallagher
Not for Gallagher.
deserves-
Yeah,
He's the engine right now.
100%.
I mean, it's good that he will be worked in. I don't think he'll start straight away.
Listen,
Yeah.
you go. Talk your shit.
Hey, like I've said, last week helped. That result against Tottenham helped us this week. I said we needed a win. We got that. Yeah, it was 9 men. Who gives a shit? That win gave us that momentum to go against a team like City.
Mm-hmm.
Had we lost that game or just won by 1, I think it would have been a different story. I think the difference this year compared to last year, when we go down, we're not like, we're just going to wait for the next goal or wait for the next goal. We conceded, but straight away we scored. Same with Arsenal. Sorry, not Arsenal. Tottenham. We conceded. Yeah, we got a penalty, but it's still, we're looking positive. We're looking to play football. We're looking to go forward, not just pass around for no sake. You got Enzo playing around the corner.
Okay, yep.
You've got Gallagher pressing the CBs like he's the second striker, putting pressure on what's his name?
The Gallagher man marking on Rodri was
Worked really
working.
well.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
That guy's got it. He's a dog. Gallagher's a dog.
yeah, he is a dog.
And can I say, people that are bashing Sanchez, it was particularly some Chelsea fans. They're bashing him because of his mistake against Arsenal.
yeah.
You guys better put your hand up and say my bad, because this guy literally saved us a clear chance. The one Haaland had.
Great save.
Doku saved that.
That was a big save, yeah.
So I'm just saying, people are too quick these days to jump on F this guy, get him out and shit like that.
Some of his playing out as well started a
100%.
lot of attacks for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
big time.
Skipped the lines well.
But very good performance, I think.
Yeah.
This is very good momentum to carry on to Newcastle,
Yeah.
especially now that they've lost. So who knows?
To go behind so many times against City in a game and still
Yeah.
end the game with a point. I know you're at home.
No.
It's-
But 86 minute. Imagine you're battling City, and we know what that's like. You're battling City for 86 minutes. You've been probably, I reckon, the better side in the game at times for a lot of the game, had chances, and then you go down 4-3 in the 87th minute.
deflected goals,
There's no
too.
way that exactly a
Heartbreaking.
deflected goal. There's no way that you're getting back up from that. But Chelsea did. They got back up. Broha. And then you know who slugged? You know who took the ball again? The guy takes the ball again.
Big man.
Confidence of a big man, huh?
Yeah.
C palms,
See
baby.
palms. I didn't like the
palms.
celebration
Palms.
too much, but
Yeah.
What do you mean?
it would have been better if they were winning.
He should have just, yeah.
The celebration would have been nice if they were
yeah.
winning, but to draw, I mean, like, yeah, it's
is
still
what it is.
Well, we got a
good for him.
Kanji trying to do friggin', what's he doing? This for a draw.
It was kind of nice,
So-
though.
Yeah, for a draw.
Yeah, because they thought they were going to go on to win.
Kanji, where you at now?
Stamford Bridge was kind of rocking again.
Yeah, Stamford
It
Bridge was
feels
good
like
vibes.
it's been
It was
back.
good vibes.
You know what I missed? The banging on the column.
Whoa.
Pause. Whenever we score, they just banging the fucking
You like
top
it?
of the roof.
Oh, yeah.
It was sick.
Yeah.
Diaz, sit your ass down.
Yeah, Diaz.
Diaz, see you later.
He had a stinker.
Listen, I'm going to give it a couple more weeks, but we're going to start doing an interesting conversation about Ruben Diaz and the best centre back in the league.
I said it was overrated like 3 years ago, and everyone looked at me like I was stupid. But
See?
maybe,
You're right.
maybe
See?
I was right.
See?
Yeah.
Maybe. It was
Probably-
the year he won best player as well. So
What you Liverpool guys, what do you think is different about City this year as opposed to other years? Why do they look like, first of all, why do they concede four goals?
I don't know why
In
they
a game.
conceded 4 goals. And I don't know, because they still created chances. If you want to say De Bruyne is the reason, they scored 4 goals and created
Strong
chances.
back four they started.
Strong back
Yeah.
four. But
Rodri's back.
you look at, I don't know, Guardiola looks kind of shaky. Ever since that Arsenal game, I think before that he looked all right, but ever since that game he's looked a bit shaky. I feel like he gets beat a couple of times. Players who would not lose 1v1 duels.
Yeah.
I feel like they're losing 1v1 duels, like Ruben Diaz, Carl Walker, who, like we said, doesn't usually lose them. Guardiola. And then I don't know what it is, because they just don't look the same. They don't look safe anymore.
I don't know what it is either. It's like, obviously teams still fear them, but there's just something about them, like you said. There's no way they're going up and letting Chelsea come back every time. It's just, I don't know what it is, but it's exciting that there's like more of a title race now. Like there's 4 teams up there so close.
And yeah, one other thing, I feel like they can't take the sting out of the game. I feel like they used to be able to score and then just keep the ball, and then the other team has to sit back, and then they eventually score again.
yeah.
I feel like that would happen.
Yeah.
But now they can't take the sting out of the game.
Yeah, I mean, Pochettino's very slowly showing that he's implementing his playing style. I feel as though the way Chelsea played in that game was just so lacking. That's fun. They just didn't look afraid of City at all. They played with complete confidence in themselves. I think all the players knew their roles throughout the game. Reece James, great. Kukurea off that big foul merchant, but he was good in the game.
He's a dog.
Gallagher, like we said, another dog. And then the front three were just dangerous the whole game. I don't think Jackson had the best of games, but he was always present.
Yeah, you want your striker to be scoring too, and he did that again.
Very hungry. Especially,
No, you go.
You go.
No, you can definitely see how Poch wants to play. I was looking today, I'm like, Chelsea actually look like they have a playing style now, and it's not just, it's looking fluid. It's looking like everyone sort of knows their roles and they're getting there. I just fear that they might sort of do a bit of a Liverpool thing where they might not perform against the lower teams. Like, was it Brentford the other week where you guys conceded and they just couldn't get back in the game? Like, I feel like that could maybe happen against those teams, like, say, an Everton, for example. Like, they can score and just sit back the rest of the game. And I don't know if you guys can come back into that, but the last 2 weeks have been huge for Chelsea, and the bridge is looking like a fortress again. And it's, excuse me, it's very positive. As a Chelsea fan, I would be so happy to see that performance. So,
of course,
positive signs, I guess.
I think the biggest thing out of that game was we haven't scored against City in 6 straight games.
Really?
Yeah, 6 straight games where City have beaten us without us scoring.
And 2 games in a row where you scored 4 goals is massive too. Exactly. So, like, it's looking really positive for Chelsea. So
yeah, I agree. I think, I think you're right. I think Pochettino's teams typically, and this Chelsea team, look like they play their best football in a game where it's open. Liverpool, the first game of the season, Arsenal, Tottenham, City. Those are probably 4 of your best games that you've played this year. Yeah. But then when it comes to playing against a team that sits off, Brentford, low block, you've seen the teams that have come to Stamford Bridge and sat, they've got results because you just didn't have I don't know what it is, but you didn't have enough to break them down. Yeah. Newcastle away next week, or next game, sorry. Yeah. Is that more of the same, or is that a different sort of test for this Chelsea team?
I think Newcastle give it to them.
I think it depends on how they play. If they have players back, big key players, I think they'll open the game more. But Newcastle coming off a loss, they might want to just shut up shop and just play on just the counters and stuff. And we don't have the patience for that kind of play.
Or the creativity, I think.
100%. I think
just yet.
Plays, they lapse concentration at times where you need to be fully focused. Like
switched on.
The Brentford goal was on the run of play. So it's just little things like that. Even the goals we conceded, the header, Kanji, free header. It's just little things like that we can fix. If we fix, we'll beat these little teams. Sorry, not little teams, but teams that are not in the top end of the ladder.
Yeah, and I think it's ruthlessness as well.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're ruthless in certain games where you'll go up 1-0, or like City used to do, you go up 1-0, you go up 2-0 and the game's over in 25 minutes. Yeah.
Even yesterday, they missed a lot of chances.
Yeah, exactly.
You saw, I think it was 2-2.
Nico Jackson missed a couple.
The Gusto chance where he skied it, the left foot one, that was to go Jackson up in the game. Yeah. So I think that'll obviously come, but it does help that you're creating a lot of chances. Yeah. All right, let's go to the Wolves Spurs game. Jeez. Wolves 2, Spurs 1, Gary O'Neill, another win for Wolves. Jeez. Slowly climbing the table. Jeez. Spurs, 2 losses in a row. Big Ange got his 3rd Manager of the Month award last week.
He started the new month with 2 losses.
Yeah, November's looked very, very shaky for them. What does this mean? What does this performance do? Is this just like a reality check for Spurs? They were flying, Mike, and now this is the Prem? Or is it what we were saying about, they might have got out of jail in certain results, like when they beat Sheffield in the last minute, where they scored 91st and 110th. But results will catch up to you, and if you deserve to win some games, the same thing could happen in another game.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the whole thing, like ball don't lie, that's true. But I also feel like for Spurs, it's a lot to do with squad depth and who can step in. Because if you look at defensively, you lose your best centre backs. The guys replacing you are completely different player profiles.
Yeah.
So the way they want to play it just can't work. And I feel like even losing Maddison, you lose that creativity. It changes the midfield dynamic.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's what's hurting them more so than maybe the reality of, we've kind of lost our energy. Because I still believe that without losing all those players, they would have beat Chelsea. And I think this was another game that they just grabbed points.
Yep.
So it's a hard one because it's hard to really know, but I feel like they're just getting hurt by, similar to what Arsenal was last season, where a couple big players come out of that system and then it's a big drop off and it's a big change.
I think you're right, because when you look at the players that came in for the players that, so you look at Romero and Van de Ven, both pretty quick and both good on the ball. Yeah. And then you look at who comes in. One, Davies is not even a centre back.
Yeah.
And then you have Dyer as the other one, who's slow, who's very average on the ball. And then you look at Maddison comes out, and then Højbjerg comes in, and it's completely different player styles. And then as well, Brennan Johnson playing wide. I guess he's not a winger, but that's probably where he's going to be used. It's because the performance wasn't terrible. To start the game, they looked very good. Yeah. Like it started like business as usual.
It looked like it was going to be 3-0 at the time.
But then Wolves got back into the game, and for me, Wolves they have a decent squad and some decent players. And once they get a bit of momentum, the crowd gets pretty loud. They start creating any chances. I think the whole game looked as though from maybe the 30th minute onwards that Wolves were going to score, and then eventually they did score and scored 2.
Late.
Yeah. And I think that's the same thing Ange said. He said the reason we lost pretty much was lack of match fitness and conditioning in the players that played, because they haven't been playing at all. Yeah. And which is understandable, but I feel as though in a season where they're going to be pushing for top 4 and it's quite attainable for them, that you can't drop all points. Maybe
it's your job as a coach.
Maybe you do concede and the equaliser, but to go on and lose the game in the 90th minute plus, I don't know.
But also they don't have any other, like they don't have European competitions, like they're not playing as many games. So realistically, like these other players should, like he needs to find a way to like bring other players in where they're going to be as effective. Obviously, you're not going to get what you get from Maddison for a Højbjerg, for example, but like they need to find a way to play with these players, because Maddison's out for a few weeks, isn't he?
He's out until January.
Is it that long? Well, there you
Mickey
go.
Van de Ven till January, him till January.
There you go. Like they need to figure it out.
Richarlison till January.
And it's essentially going to be from now up until the end of January, because Son goes away to Asian Cup. Basuma and Sarr go away to
a lot of fixtures as well.
African Cup in Asia.
A lot of fixtures. So for almost 3 months, they're not going to be playing with their best team.
They're in trouble.
Yeah.
And the next, I've just had a look at the next 4 fixtures.
Villa.
They've got Villa, City,
Tough game.
West
Ham, Newcastle.
Tough game.
So
and I think Basuma's suspended for next game. He got
his 5th yellow.
So next game they have no Basuma, no Romero, no Van de Ven, no Maddison.
Yeah.
No Richarlison.
Yeah.
Crazy.
How many points do we reckon we get in those next 4 games?
I don't know.
We did it the other day, remember? And mine is so far off because all those injuries happened, the red cards all happened. Because I said they were going to do
2
good.
wins.
Yeah, I said they were going to do well, and then they got all these red cards and injuries.
One win and 1 draw, maybe.
Yeah,
it's
I reckon
tough.
4 points.
I don't know
who they beat.
I don't know where the
maybe
win is
they beat
in
West
Maybe
Ham.
West Ham is my.
But I think Villa are going to slap them up.
Yeah, the way they're playing too.
But the thing, I think this year is so unpredictable.
Yeah, it is.
They could win all those 4
They could
games.
easily just beat Villa.
As you've shown with your Chelsea predictions,
Exactly. This year has been so strange.
this guy is
We just witnessed Bournemouth slap up Newcastle 2-0.
Yeah.
So you actually do not know.
Yeah, that's
Every
facts.
week.
Tottenham lose to Wolves.
City concede 4.
Yep.
Yeah.
When does that happen?
Yeah, facts. Chelsea
Scored
don't lose
4.
at home. When does that happen?
Jackson scored again.
Yeah.
It's becoming a thing now. So it's crazy.
I want to stick with Villa a bit and just talk about Unai Emery. Is Unai Emery the 4th best manager in the league? That is the question for you guys.
Well, for me, it goes Guardiola, Klopp, Arteta, De Zerbi in those 4, I'd say.
Do you think De Zerbi's better than
Based on now?
Emery?
Bro, I think De Zerbi's the guy. I think he's the best.
You've been
I
gassing him
honestly
up for
think he's in
weeks.
the. I think he's in the top 2. So we can sort out whoever's in the rest of the 4. But
Klopp's dropped off.
for me, I reckon I have Guardiola, De Zerbi, Klopp, Arteta.
Are you basing that off just playing style though?
That's brilliant.
No,
It has
I'm
to be
basing
accolades.
it off. I'm basing
It
it
has
off.
to be accolades, playing style, everything though.
Well, is it best coach right now? Are we saying? Is that what we're saying, or is it just who's the best coach based on their career?
Right
Obviously,
now,
it's
I'd
not
say
him.
who's
Right
the
now,
best
it's,
coach?
Right
I
now-
don't think it changes.
I think De Zerbi.
I think since
he's the
Unai
one of
Emery
the
has
best
come in,
coaches.
I don't know the exact stat, but he has the third most points.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's had resources, whether it's a bit of money.
This is Gerrard's
and
squad,
players.
pretty
No,
much.
I know, but Gerrard, the squad wasn't bad. That's what we all said.
Yeah.
When he was there, the squad was good. He was just a terrible coach. And then Emery's come in and he's a great coach.
Yeah.
Who's had
the
resources,
question?
money to spend. But you look at... Yeah, I
Isn't
think
that
he's a
the
great
question?
coach, but I don't think he's a better coach than De Zerbi, who's done what he's done with Brighton and the style that they play and the players that he's elevated to the level that they are.
Yeah.
I
He's
mean, there's
better.
an
He
argument
loses
for
his
that.
best players every single year, and it's no problem. They get better.
He's struggling.
De Zerbi
struggling
They
now.
are
or
struggling
Brighton?
now, but
Yeah, Brighton, I think he means.
Yeah. Because is it De Zerbi that loses a play or Brighton?
I'm saying he lost. They didn't have the same players as what they had before, and then he came in. They lost their coach, and he came in who the coach was meant to be a big factor, and then he literally proved that it's not, and he is the guy.
This guy's completely flipped Aston Villa.
He has.
When he got them, they
They're
were
sitting
they were.
fifth right now, 25 points, 3 points off the top.
Do you remember when Gerrard had Villa at the end of the?
Oh, I
where were
remember.
they?
I remember.
They were like
14th.
17th or
No,
something.
lower.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lower-
16th.
Lower, and now they're consistently around the 5, 6, 7 mark.
Yeah, I think he's definitely overachieving for what. Not
I
overachieving
don't think
himself.
he's
I'm saying overachieving for what Villa should be doing. I think he's doing better than what they should be.
Well, I mean, Villa were tipped to do well the season Gerrard was there.
Exactly.
People were saying like they were a top 6 candidate.
We said that.
Yeah.
We said
so
they
does
were
that
like-
make him an amazing coach? Because they have a great squad, and they had a great squad that he inherited.
That's a good point. That's a good
Whereas
point.
Bud, is he top 4 manager in the league for you?
He's definitely top 4.
Fourth?
Even 4th, 3rd. I think he's better than.
I think he's doing what he should be doing.
No, I can hear it. If
I
you want to
think
say
he's a better coach
Emery's
than
a better
Klopp.
manager than Klopp. Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know about Klopp, but than Arteta, I can actually hear the conversation.
Arteta and
Because look at what he's doing with a team that is
Yeah.
nowhere near as talented. He's makes them compete. He's
he knows how to win with what he has.
yeah.
He's won numerous.
yeah, but we
Europa
saw him
Leagues.
at Arsenal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fifth
but
or
Arsenal
fifth
was a
Europa
sticky
League
situation.
final.
He's doing well with a team that he shouldn't be doing as well with. But when he was with Arsenal and a team he should have been doing better with, and all the resources they possibly could want, they didn't do well.
But the thing is, right, did you expect him to keep the same energy this season? Because I feel like a lot of people thought...
I did. If we look at where I put him pretty high because I think he's good.
I think he's doing better than Arteta is, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Yeah.
I think in terms of what I don't know.
I don't know if he is.
I don't know.
Right now?
Think about
Right
how
now,
far ahead Arsenal
specifically,
are. Of,
It's pretty balanced
But that's like...
this year.
but that's due to Arteta.
I think just how he's
Yeah,
got this
it
Villa
is.
side
It
playing,
is.
where they are on the table, where they're sitting compared to expectations.
Yeah.
they are better than
But if you look at-
Arsenal are right now.
If you look at how they've spent though, they've spent like
They've spent money.
They've spent like a top Premier
Yeah.
League team.
They've
like
spent money, but a lot
title
of clubs
challenger.
do that are trying to get
Yeah.
to that level and they don't succeed. So I don't know. Chris, do you
That's
think?
tight.
yeah, I
it's
feel
tough
like you could rotate any of them in and out of there. Like 4th or 5th, definitely.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe
Top
even,
five.
even 3rd. Yeah, I hear it. Top 5, definitely. But
Yeah.
I guess depends on the week.
There's a lot of interchangeable managers. Arteta, Pochettino,
Yeah.
Unai Emery, De Zerbi, if we're putting him there.
I feel like
Maybe Klopp.
I feel
is
like Klopp
a bit
and-
unattainable,
Klopp is-
but
put himself into the top 3.
Yeah.
like he's a solidified spot.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if
Happy
it's
with
late.
that.
I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that as of late, bro.
Yeah, I think he has
What? I don't get what could put him out of it.
and
Guess
my,
we'll see it end the season, bro.
yeah, that's true. My next question for you guys is: do Arsenal need a striker to push for the Premier League title?
No.
Yeah, go.
Yes,
Waiting.
We did this.
I believe.
Not this
We're not
weekend.
staying on it. Don't worry.
I believe Arsenal need a in the box 9.
Who?
that
Here we go.
no
Not again.
doesn't mess around,
Not
just
again.
puts
Yeah.
the ball
I
in
just
the back
needed
of
him
the
to
net.
say it. There we go.
I think. Hear me out.
And it's Tony.
The longer you have Jesus there, you don't need everyone to be able to play ball. Sometimes you just need a 9 that just is just, this is my area. Anything that comes in here, I'm putting it in the back of the net. Sometimes you need players like that.
Like
You don't
Nico
need him to look good. You don't need, for me, Jesus is a bit of eye candy.
No, he's
because
not, bro.
he's good on the ball. He looks good, drops deep, gets a bit of tech here and there. But when you need him in the box, sometimes he's not there. And other players vacate that area and they fucking miss. For instance, Havertz, when he goes in there, big chances he misses in front of goal. So to me,
because he's not a 9.
exactly. But I'm saying because he's vacating that area.
But he's just not even playing. What are we talking about?
The reason why
I'm saying in general.
Maybe-
I think Arsenal. Whenever I watch Arsenal, I see he's very busy in the big games. Busy player. He's a good football player. I'm not saying he's bad, but I'm saying not all teams. Like for instance, City have Haaland
Now.
now,
Yeah.
but all the other team, like all the people around him, very good footballers in the way they play. He's just in there to do his job. I think you just need a striker to just do his job. That's it. Sometimes not getting
Well, we
involved.
saw City win the league with no.
For 3 years
I
in a
know.
row.
I think that's the only exception, City, and it's a bad example
Liverpool.
to use.
look for me, it's like having a
Madrid.
striker.
They won one league.
Yeah.
Why is winning one league not
Like,
a big thing?
deal.
It's not that it's not a big thing.
won the
I'm
Champions
saying,
League.
Champions
I'm
League, we
saying
won the
City is
league,
an
we won
exception
both
because they've
cups.
done it multiple times. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Anyway.
For me, having a striker or whatever, it's more of a luxury than a necessity. Because if we look at last season, we scored maybe 5 goals less than City.
Yeah.
That's with no prolific striker. We also had wingers that scored 10 plus goals.
Yeah.
How many other teams have wide players that contribute that many goals?
Okay.
So for me,
We had
it's
4
like,
players that scored 10 plus.
exactly. So for me, our system isn't based on this guy has to score because that's the end point. We don't play like that.
Yeah.
So unless we adapt the system to play like that, that doesn't mean we're going to win the league. I think people like are married to this idea that if we get this striker that scores goals, Jesus misses, we're better. But it's like he creates a lot of those chances that not many strikers can create. It's a different version of what Haaland does. Haaland's more of like a movement into space. Jesus beats players. He creates space. It's different. And I think when you look at Arsenal at our best, it's him in the 9.
I get
Last season when we had our full team together, no injuries, we didn't lose a game.
I was going to say the angle that you can come with, though, is he's not healthy. He's been injured for so long
Fair call.
as his Arsenal career that you can't rely on him. It's already pretty much you can't rely on him right now.
Yeah.
The guy's been injured this season. He's probably played 3 or 4 games, right? 4,
Maybe, yeah.
maybe even 3 or
4
4 games out of the 12.
See, I can hear that.
And so if you want to challenge for the title, I think you have to. I feel like that's one position where you have to have a solidified guy who's going to consistently play and be a big part of the team. I feel like you can't really win the
We got
league.
that guy. Don't worry.
You can't really win the league. Who? Eddie.
But all I'm saying is
Trossard.
this year you see Arteta trying to do different things, whereas it's not like just the same system as of last.
Yeah.
And to me, if you're gonna do that,
We're adapting.
you're adapting, but it doesn't look as good.
We're now the best
Right now.
defensive team in the
I
league.
just feel like
It doesn't
Arsenal's
look-
issue isn't scoring goals though. Like, I feel like no matter who's there, they're scoring, and it doesn't really matter. Like you said, last year you had 4 players that scored 10 plus goals. I don't think having like a Haaland type player would suit Arsenal. I
Set
don't
piece
know.
merchants as well.
What's that?
Arsenal are set piece
Listen,
merchants.
we've turned into the best
it doesn't-
defensive team in the
yeah.
league.
But
So
I'm just saying, you
regardless,
guys are looking to change things. Why not try that out? And I feel like
Try buying a
But you-
certified 9.
You
No,
can't try
not
it
a
out,
certified
especially if
9.
your 9's the
you just splashed
almost
out
highest paid
60
player
mil
as well.
Yeah.
on a Havertz.
Yeah.
But he's not to play 9 though.
I know, but I'm saying.
but
You
but we have
splashed
that
out
player.
60
We
on
have
Havertz,
Nketiah. No,
and you see it's not working.
we have Nketiah.
Do you think
but
this
he's not
Haaland?
30 though.
do
Yeah,
think
but
this
if you
Havertz
want to
thing
see
is
how we
working?
play with a 9, we have Nketiah and he plays. So do we look like a better team when Jesus is playing or when Nketiah is playing?
Like I said, it's eye candy.
Why is it I can't do that?
With
They're successful
Jesus.
though.
Successful with what?
Winning.
Winning what?
With Jesus, they're
When he's
better.
there,
They're
What-
full
what have
team,
you
we
won?
don't lose a game.
What have you won?
Listen, this year we're a point
He's
off
been
the top of the league,
Yeah.
and we've had.
And last year you were 8 points clear.
We've had
8
crazy
points
amount of
clear.
injuries. We haven't
But how
had
can that be
the
a-
same
how
settled
can that be
They're
team.
playing Champions League.
No,
now.
but
We're
why?
playing Champions League.
the
We're gonna top
question
our
is,
Champions League
I feel like
group.
you guys are settling for Jesus just because you had a good
Why are
run
we
last
settling?
year.
We're not settling.
I don't-
But you're
settling.
saying like it was like a successful year to me. You guys were 8 points clear and you lost.
Yeah,
Yeah, but if you compare that to the past,
previous
it's a
years.
successful season.
But you should have won.
What's that got to do with Jesus though? We didn't not win games because we didn't score goals. We didn't win games because we conceded rubbish.
When he played, the results were going down.
No, that's not true.
Yes, they were. When he came at the end of this, the last
He came in February. Yeah.
No, not
Arsenal
the
were also
signing,
their
not the
best
signing.
pre
When he came
World
back
Cup.
from injury. When
Yeah,
he come back.
February.
Arsenal were their best pre World Cup when he was playing consistently, and they
then
were
he got
winning,
injured.
and they were winning
You
every
realise we
game.
didn't have Jesus before last season.
Yeah, no, I'm saying
And we finished fifth. And we signed Jesus and we finished second.
he had an injury last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then when
came
he came back, when did he come back?
February.
But the thing
February.
is, Saliba got injured.
When did you start
Partey
losing?
got injured.
When did you start losing?
In April.
March.
No.
March.
April.
Yeah.
March.
Who got
March,
injured?
April.
Who was injured?
Saliba.
Saliba got injured. Partey got injured. So we didn't, I'm saying when
Yeah,
we had our best
you
team,
were
we
still
didn't lose a
8 points
game.
clear without those players still.
Yeah, but
No,
this
we
is the
weren't.
whole point.
Yes, you were.
We had
you
Saliba.
were still, you didn't have Saliba.
What are you talking about?
We'll go look at it.
We went to Liverpool away. We didn't have Saliba.
City,
We
didn't have
drew.
Saliba.
Then we went on this
I'm talking
weird
about the
run
West
where
Ham,
we started
the
dropping
West Ham
points.
Southampton game.
We didn't have Saliba.
But I'm saying you were still 8 points clear then.
No, we weren't. You
Yes,
think we were 8
yes,
points
you were.
clear when we went
The
to West Ham?
Southampton. What was first, Southampton or
Liverpool was first.
South or
Yeah, Liverpool.
West Ham?
We drew Liverpool. That's when the run.
But that's
dropped
not.
off.
I'm not saying that's not in the. That's a result. That's
derailed this
all right.
Derailed
I'm
this
saying the other two
Ah,
after
so what's
that.
the point? You're saying that with
I'm saying-
Jesus, we lost
I'm
all
saying
these
you
points.
need a 9. That's my
So
point.
if we had a 9 in that period, we would have won the league.
But it wasn't
I'm
scoring
saying now,
goals the issue.
that
in the,
was-
especially
Yeah,
in the time that
either.
you're looking for
2 against
you're looking
Liverpool,
to
2
create a
against
new
West
system.
Ham.
We scored goals each of these games. We conceded goals. That's why we lost the
I'm
games.
saying
We
you
scored
guys want
2+
to win the
goals
league.
in them
The
games.
formula's right here.
Against
Have it.
Southampton, we scored 3.
Like I said, you can have the formula right now.
it's not making sense.
yeah.
It is.
No, okay.
No, it
That's your
He's an eye
perspective.
candy player. He
Anyway,
looks
let's get
good.
some comments before we go into how the hell did I
course.
get here. Chelsea, Rudolph says Chelsea, Rudolph. Chelsea play to the level of their opponents. I feel like that's facts.
Yeah,
And that's
I
kind of what we
agree.
were saying, but mainly I think it's a stylistic point
It's
more so
matchups.
than the level of the.
And
I think it's a
mindset.
matchup.
It's not really a
Yeah.
mindset thing by the players. I
Yeah.
feel it's like, yeah, well, like we said, when they playing against a team that sits back,
Yeah.
it's trouble
Yeah.
for them.
D Blocked asked, is Darwin a terrible player with decent moments or a decent player who is extremely unlucky?
He is one of the most average, like technically, like a player technical. Like he's so average, but his movement is so smart. Sometimes his finishing is like really smart and instinctual, but then there's just other times where he's horrid.
It's really hard. You want to say he's unlucky, but you create your own luck. And like, I just think, I don't know if he tries to do too much sometimes, but then like his assist to Salah, like he's so clever in those moments.
Yeah,
I really don't know how to answer that. I don't think he's a bad player.
Yeah, I don't
but
think
he's
he's
also
bad.
not unlucky.
yeah.
So-
agreed.
I think he's shit.
I don't.
I just feel like he's the
shit.
type of player that
No,
once he
he's
gets
shit.
a run of moments, because he hasn't really had the chance to get a run of games.
Yeah.
Once he gets a run of games and like goals under his belt, then
Yeah.
he will
I
just
think
be.
maybe
You get a
that's
run
what
of games
Klopp's
of
doing.
form, and he's been shit.
He hasn't been shit.
He has been shit because he's fit. He's
I don't
clearly
think
on the
he's been-
bench for a reason.
He hasn't been shit.
You get a run a game or form. How good you are in games, right?
He hasn't been shit. But
Because if you're on the bench and you're healthy,
his style.
what's the other reason
his
why he's
style-
not starting?
Okay,
is he
I'll tell
beefing
you-
with
I'll tell you-
Klopp?
We're not staying on this for that long.
He's shit. That's the end of the
It's
thing.
not-
He's
his
shit.
style isn't
He's
for every,
shit.
against every
Guys,
team.
how can you miss
Your
two
style-
That's the luck
in the
of
same
us
week?
that-
How can you miss
Your
two big
style
chances
isn't
like that?
Again, when you verse teams that sit back, Darwin's not the best player to have in the team. That's why they'll go for Jota or Gakpo. That's
A good player
So
can
this
adapt
style.
to any game.
Ili,
And he can't.
Ilivante says
very
Rice
good
is
players.
better than Rodri and is the best DM in the world.
Who?
I don't know.
No,
what did he
asked who?
Ilivante.
He said Rice is better than Rodri. No, I don't think it's at that level yet.
Listen, if City spent
play-
their money properly, they could have had Rice.
I mean, I
They
feel
don't
like
need Rice.
I feel like Rice is probably he's been our best player.
He hasn't
Our
even
most
been playing
consistent
DM
player.
though.
He plays DM half the games.
Lately.
He
Yeah,
played DM
no,
half the
lately
games.
I'm saying.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we've just had to change a few things around
You have
because
to, I know, but
our players aren't there.
I feel like Rodri's
No,
he
no,
hasn't
no.
done anything to remove
we're
himself
injury
from
stricken.
number one. He hasn't removed
Yeah,
himself
I
from
wouldn't
one.
say he is yet.
Yeah,
I think their qualities are very opposite, but very good at. They're both good at their strongest.
they could play
qualities.
together. That City do play a
Rodri
box.
could play with
Yeah,
Rice.
they
They-
could. Yeah.
And then lastly, is Harry Kane currently the best player in the world?
Yes.
I mean, it's hard to say he's not,
Yeah.
like, based off what he's doing right now. I saw a thing and it was Lewandowski in his first season at Bayern scored 17 goals. Harry Kane's already scored 17 in the league in 11 games.
Isn't
In
it like 21?
20 less
Taking
games.
the
He's
piss.
21 all
In all
comps.
comps.
17 in the league, 10 in his last 4.
And United splash 80 mil on Hoyland.
Just
This
go
game.
Yeah.
Should have just
Game's the
paid
game,
200
right?
million.
Charge it.
They should have paid
100.
400,
He was only
400
100.
million more.
No, I'm saying they should have paid 200. United wouldn't have been able to buy him for how much Bayern
Yeah.
paid.
Can you
Yeah.
imagine
No
if
way.
if United were just like, oh, let's just buy Kane and Madison? Where do you think they finish this year? Or right now?
They'd
Where
They
do you-
already have
They'd
Bruno,
be
though.
they'd be top 4.
top 4. Top
They're
4
fifth.
and looking
Are they?
good.
Or they're
Yeah,
sixth?
looking
United.
good.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they've spent 80 on this.
They're 6th.
They get a creative midfielder.
Bayern aren't
and
even
and a goal
first, though.
scorer.
They-
Right, they're,
Yeah.
they're top
Okay.
3.
Nah. Leverkusen had 11
They're
games,
3
10
points
wins,
ahead.
1 draw.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
3 points in.
It is time for How the Hell Did I Get Here? Let's go.
Let's
Are
go.
you guys ready?
Yeah.
I want quick, definitive answers today,
How-
please. We have no time to waste.
Can you define
Are
definitive?
these like yes or no, or are they like you got to write lists?
No, they're pretty
Okay.
much, yeah, they're all like
easy then.
one
Like one word answers?
like
Alright,
a person
perfect.
or whatever. Yeah. All right, let's go. Mourinho's Prem legacy is better than Klopp's. Yes or no? We ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Jeremy, yes. Samuel, no. MJ, yes, because. Bud, yes. MJ, because.
Well, I mean, if you look at the Chelsea side, he took over after his first season, he wins it back to back, and that's in an era where you had Fergie,
Invincibles.
you had Wenger, and he's doing that, and then he comes back to the Prem, wins it again. I think you see what he did with United with that terrible squad. They came second. I think we've seen that he can do a lot to teams. Defensive record, unbelievable. Points record, unbelievable. And he's
Fortress.
arguably done it with better coaches. So I think his legacy is better. But I can hear Klopp in terms of competing with probably the best tactical coach we've probably seen in football.
Yeah.
And winning a league.
Competing.
So that in itself
Getting a
for
pat
me
on the back from the best tactical
And
coach
winning
in
a league. He
football.
was getting there.
is being
Samuel?
sunned.
I'm just gonna. I feel like a legacy isn't defined by how many trophies you won. I feel like if you've been fired 3 or 4 times from the Premier League, I feel like that should take into consideration in your whole legacy. It's not his Chelsea legacy. So I think for me, if you look at Klopp at his time in Liverpool, he's transformed like Mourinho did with Chelsea, but he's transformed the team to now being. We can say it's not dominance, but maybe 4 or 5 years of like relative dominance in
Support dominance.
Europe and the Premier League. It is. It's
And how long did it take him? 5 years.
It was City take your son to
Mourinho,
work
first
day.
year, bang, trophy.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I get what you're saying, though.
yeah.
It
I
makes
think if
sense.
you've been
For a
fired
Prem
4
legacy,
times,
Yeah.
if you've been fired 4 times
He's
from the
won the
league,
Prem 3 times though.
yeah, he won the Prem 3 times, but you've been
He
fired
could
a
give
lot.
Klopp one.
How many
And
years
they'd
has
have
he been
the
in the
same.
Prem? He's been in the Prem probably far less time,
Yeah.
in terms of years as
Yeah.
well than Klopp.
I'd say
And we're not
it'd
even
be
talking
roughly
about other
similar.
trophies he's probably
Yeah.
won in that time.
To be honest, I
Yeah,
thought
but he didn't win.
We're only talking about
He didn't win the Champions League while he was in the Prem. Klopp
Yeah.
did.
yeah, that's it.
He won both cups, obviously.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure
Same.
Mourinho won the
But I know,
cups.
but that's what I'm saying.
He's conceded 15 goals in the season once.
Mm-hmm.
and you
15.
have, you have world's best defender,
You guys conceded 7 in a game under Klopp.
and you still run. You still
United
run.
conceded 7 under Mourinho
So what? When?
against Tottenham.
I think it was 6-1.
No, 6.
Oh,
Yeah,
close
there you go.
enough.
Unlucky.
Do you
mate.
guys want to add anything, Jeremy or Bud?
Nah, for me, yeah, I'd agree with everything MJ said.
Yeah,
I don't
it's-
think I need to add anything. Yeah.
All right. Next question.
There's levels and leagues to this shit.
Not just
All
being a support
Yeah,
character.
it's
for
not
fucking
just
Guardiola.
fake teeth and
Yeah.
a cap every week.
Okay.
That dead outfit of his.
Most overrated footballer in the Prem currently.
That's a nice
Currently.
question.
Currently.
He's got to be
Can't even
British.
think of one. What's that?
He's got to be British.
Oh, yeah, fair.
Easy question, huh?
Fuck.
Bud, you ready?
Yeah.
Your answer, please. We'll go one by one. Oh, for fuck's
What?
sake.
That's
Van
just
Sorry for swearing,
What do you mean?
guys.
One by one.
You-
My bad.
okay, this is a prime example
fucking stupid.
of why he's the most
it's
overrated
stupid.
this year.
Please give me a quick answer because I don't
Okay.
have time for your
Van
shit.
Dijk, every year when he's playing shit, everyone's quiet at Liverpool. It's his support cast, right? It's always a support cast. But then,
We'd say when he's
But
playing
then-
bad. Anyway.
I don't know what's going on.
when you keep a clean sheet, VVD masterclass VVD.
He did have a masterclass.
He did have.
See what I mean? Exactly.
He
Why
didn't
is it
watch
just
the
him
game.
when you guys win?
MJ,
Why is it just him when you guys win?
It's a
It's
fine
crazy.
answer.
So when a
When he gets
midfielder,
twisted
so when
up,
a midfielder,
when he gets twisted up,
yeah.
you don't say shit.
Has he got twisted
You
up
don't
this year?
say
Has he
shit.
got twisted up this year?
You don't say
Has he
shit.
got twisted up this year?
You don't
He
say
hasn't
shit.
No, he hasn't, because he hasn't been dribbled past once this year.
He has.
No, he's the only player
we
not been
don't-
dribbled past.
No, it's Saliba.
No,
doing-
Saliba got dribbled past.
No.
Van Dijk this season. I'll bet you anything you want.
It's- it's a load of
I
bullshit.
literally saw it yesterday.
No, Van Dijk's the only player
It's
this
a,
season to not
you
be
know
dribbled
why?
past.
You know why MJ doesn't count? Because he delegates his defending partners
So,
to go.
but
to
I
go,
thought he,
to go
I thought he
play
gets
past
twisted
the-
up. So you
Wait.
just said he gets twisted up, and then you said he delegates. So make,
No, I'm
make a
saying that's
decision.
why they're not
Make a
counting it.
decision.
That's why they're not
Make a
counting it.
decision.
Because
All
he's
right, MJ,
delegating.
can I have your answer, please?
For me, it's
God.
Rashford.
Oh,
Oh
God.
shit! I got the same.
I feel like he plays 90 minutes every week. He doesn't get scrutinized enough.
Yeah.
I mean, if we look at the stats for like the stats people over here, he's not doing enough. And I feel like for somebody who's made the international break squad over somebody like Sterling, it's ridiculous. And
He's
I feel
very
like he
wrapped
gets
in
away.
cotton wool.
Yeah, he gets away with
They're so quick to love him as well.
They
Yeah.
love him, but then he gets away with it. You know, he's just starting. Nothing happens, and you could argue that United they don't have wingers, this that. But what else? How average does he have to play for the team before the gaffer tries something else?
Because you look at who they're scrutinising at United. Bruno Fernandes getting more hate than Marcus Rashford, and
Which is
if you look at his
crazy.
performances, way more consistent and to a
He's
way
winning
higher
the games.
standard.
Yeah.
And you look at this guy; he's been absolutely rubbish this season.
And what team lets this guy, I want to play striker this year. And then next season, I like the wing. I'm going to go back to wing. And he doesn't perform in any. He does has a little burst for 10 games. And they're like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, they're gonna
Yeah.
claim he's
Good
back in
answer.
form.
I've gone with a player who I think is great, by the way. Great. He's a good, very good footballer. But too early, I've heard one of the best players in the league, one of the
He
best
is.
midfielders
I'm
in the
tell
You're not
you,
league.
gonna be
he
happy.
is.
Oh!
He is.
Dominic Szoboszlai, liar, big liar, because the performance he dropped yesterday, he was capping. He was capping. Very bang average. They signed this guy as a goal-scoring midfielder, as a creative player, but because of poor tactics from Klopp and poor management, he's been playing deep, almost next to the six. That's not why you signed him. You signed this guy to get goals. You signed
You
him
don't
to
need him
create
to get
chances.
goals.
That's why you signed him.
No, we
That's why
signed
you
him
signed a
because he's
player
an
for
exceptional
70 mil
midfielder. Yeah,
who
he's
plays
an exceptional
predominantly
midfielder.
10 right forward, left
And
forward.
he's an
That's where he
exceptional
played for
midfielder.
Leipzig.
Is he not an exceptional
Yes?
midfielder?
Yes or no?
He's an exceptional midfielder, and he's been playing number 8
Where
this
did he
season.
play
Did you
for
know him
Leipzig?
before?
Yeah,
Did you know him before?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Where did he
right.
play for Leipzig?
Yeah, he did.
You
But
don't-
do you sign a player direct always to play in the position they were bought and they played?
Usually.
Not always.
But-
Not always.
The reason he's not playing in the position, as I
not
told
always.
Samuel already, is because you didn't get the sixes. That
Yesterday
you
we
want.
played with the 6.
You
We
tried to get
continued play
Caicedo.
eight.
You tried to get Lavia. They
Yesterday
didn't
we
come.
played with the 6 and continued to
you
play
got
8.
Szoboszlai now playing as a weird deep lying midfielder.
He's an 8.
Just not fulfilling his potential. We got people saying he's going to be the best midfielder in the league. He's top
He
3
is. He
midfielders
will
in the
be.
league.
Steven
Who is he?
Gerrard.
Me. And I'll say it now.
Oh, mate.
And
I'll
they
say it
say,
now.
Oh, mate.
say Steven
Listen,
Gerrard.
but his
like,
performance yesterday, he's playing on one touch. I almost saw shades of Hendo yesterday, by the way.
Okay. It wasn't that
We'll
bad.
skip
You
it.
did this.
Listen,
See him.
Hey,
listen.
We'll skip
It's crazy how
Oh, that's great.
We'll
Some,
skip it.
some
CBD
people watch
and
the game, some
Szoboszlai.
people watch. I don't know. Listening to the commentary.
Nah,
some
mate.
people just
He's-
watch the scoreline
he's
at the
phenom-
top.
He's
The Liverpool
phenomenal.
commentator in the game as well yesterday, quite biased.
Szoboszlai is phenomenal.
Agreed. On the other side, most underrated footballer in the Prem currently.
Yep. Oh yeah, I got it. If Szoboszlai had come in and started scoring, they would have said, "Fuck! Look at this guy, goal scoring midfielder. Look what he
But if you
provides
look at
for
what
us."
he
Blah
does-
blah blah.
If you look at what he does, it's more than if you just look at this.
You didn't sign him to do that.
It's more than if you just.
You didn't
look at the
sign him
stat
to do
sheet.
that.
Yeah, of course we did.
No, you didn't.
He's phenomenal.
No, you didn't. That's why you wanted Caicedo and Lavia.
Yeah, I wanted a 6 and him to still play 8.
Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
And then,
Don't worry
and then
about
Endo
us.
10.
Yeah, yeah. McAllister, come off. Come on.
Callister's the other 8.
McAllister to come on at half time with Thiago, double sub.
Oh God.
Thiago-
Hakpo to drop in.
Wait,
as
where,
well.
where, by the way,
Actually, no.
where's Thiago, by the way?
Yeah, no,
He's
listen.
injured for the whole
No,
year.
we can't,
And
if we have that
what does Samuel
conversation.
preach?
For
Yeah.
Bob said
Availability
like
is the
he was a
best
few
one.
days away from
Ability.
coming back. I was like, this is a lie. He's not.
Big camp.
He
Yeah.
keeps coming back to training, getting injured first training.
Oh.
This is a part-time footballer. When you want to have that conversation, we can have it.
You can have it
We
now.
used to curse
All right.
Sturridge
For
out.
now, most underrated player currently in the Prem, Jeremy. Douglas Luiz.
Douglas Luiz, the heartbeat of Aston
me.
Villa. one of the best DMs in the Prem, one of the best central midfielders in the Prem. I think he could easily transition to any top side, and if he was playing for a traditional top six side right now, he would be getting a lot more praise than he has been. Great midfield partnership with Kamara as well.
Nice.
And I feel like people thought he was overrated with this when he went to City, but I feel like now they don't really recognize
when
it.
Gerrard was there as well.
Yeah, this guy's a real deal. So, yeah,
direct correlation.
That's
they thought he was
There's
overrated.
there's a lot of Liverpool links.
He's
What's
quality,
going on?
Yeah. Listen, I'll take Douglas Luiz in a
Red
heartbeat.
Liverpool
Pause.
links as well.
Yeah.
that's a good sign.
Red
Samuel, you
Liverpool
ready?
links.
Do you want me to go?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You ready? Trossard, nice.
Great one.
Yeah.
I feel like the guy consistently, for some reason, comes off the bench, and every time he's asked to perform, he performs. I feel
Yeah.
like before Arsenal signed him, he was one of the best players at the time based on form
was
in
in
the
form.
Premier League. And then he's continued that form. When Arsenal needed him last season, he was there. When they need him now, he's there. Man, he creates, he scores, he plays false nine, he plays on the wing, he drops into midfield. I don't know what more you can ask for him.
Yeah.
And he's still not rated. And I feel like if we're talking about people that could go to their own team and perform like he was at Brighton, if he was playing for a team where he was one of the main guys, I think he would be doing excellent.
Just needs a bit of sleep.
Yeah.
MJ?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, probably.
Wow.
For me, it's Gallagher.
Nice.
I feel like if you look at
wow.
Chelsea right now,
Same brain.
he's got to be the guy that's, I think, keeping them
Same
afloat.
income.
I was actually going to say Sterling as well. I was going to say
I
Sterling,
agree
but
with Sterling.
yeah, I feel like Gallagher, if you look at the dynamic in Chelsea as well, they've signed all these midfielders. Everyone would have said straight away, as soon as we signed better guys, he's gone. But I think he's stood up the most out of all of them. And I feel like he has been getting credit, but I think people thought he was that bad, even though he came off a good season at Palace. But I think, yeah, Gallagher, he's stepped up big time in a way that I feel like Chelsea fans probably didn't expect.
Yeah, I think first 6 games, everyone was waiting for him to make a mistake to be like, yeah, this guy shouldn't be in this squad. He's the outlier.
He made some.
But he's just being quiet, head down, transitioning.
You know, I like Gallagher. Good answer.
good.
Well done,
You've
guys.
gone from one of the most overrated players in the league to now one of the
Talk
most
about the runs the
underrated.
most.
And you know what it was?
Running.
Didn't get on social media, none of that. So moral of the story, don't get social media if you want to be a pro footballer.
That's great advice.
Or know how to clap
Let's
back.
fucking fly through this shit.
Or know how to clap back.
Talking nonsense.
All right, start, sub, sell, in their prime, Troy Deeney, Mikel Antonio, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, DCL.
Ooh, in their prime.
In their prime.
Is prime like one season or can prime be a little run?
I reckon this season.
Okay.
Yeah.
But who was it?
Troy Deeney, Mikel Antonio, DCL. Actually loved Troy Deeney.
Yeah.
When he scored against him. All right, we ready? All right, we'll go all at the same time. 3, 2, 1. So, Bud, start. So,
Yeah.
are they all the
Three
same?
of us, no ball.
What do you say?
Samuel,
Yeah, you
tell
go.
us.
I was
Odd one out.
yeah. That
His team.
I feel like that one season where he was in the England squad, where he went to, did he go to the Euros? Was it? I think he was great for Everton, and he was scoring, and he looked good. His play looked good, and I feel like that out of these 3 peaks is the best peak.
Fair enough. Guys, do you want to touch on Deeney?
There's no chance.
Yeah. 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 Bud?
World's best second striker. That's all I need to say.
And I feel like if you look at Troy Deeney, he's got that like Carlos Tevez droop. Just he's a bulldog. He's an animal.
Yeah.
He's a
Workhorse.
good finisher. He's a workhorse.
Yep.
He lifts the team up. I think technically he's better than DCL as
Definitely.
well. So I think it's a clear start. I think DCL had a good prime. I think he's somewhat overperformed in his prime though.
You overachieved.
But I think Antonio's clearly
Yeah.
Lesser of the two.
Definitely agree.
yeah.
Yours
Yeah.
is the same too. Yeah.
Completely
Yeah.
agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Antonio, he's the worst player I've ever seen.
Absolutely. Man, Troy Deeney is one of those players. He's like
was
sounds
Deeney's
like
best
silly,
season?
but
He's
like
a pest.
guys
his
know?
passion as well was just
Yeah.
like dry.
Roughly, what
drove
was his best
team.
year?
Especially if you're a centre back.
Yeah.
Imagine trying to play
not-
against Deeney
Yeah,
all
long day.
game.
Want to verse
Long
him.
day.
Yeah.
Especially if you're the same height as him.
Yeah, you know
Long,
who said
long
you know who said was the best defender in the world? VVD, baby.
Matip's boss.
Yeah, VVD.
We should do a VVD segment one day.
I hope so.
Done.
All right. Who
Best centre
is
back in
the
the world.
10th best winger in Prem history?
10th.
10th. So
Yeah,
think
how
of your top 9. Who's 10th?
We're gonna do this.
You got to write it decisively.
I'm a free ball this one.
Yeah, same. 10th best.
Ah,
The
but-
breeze is so nice. Whoever opened the door, thank you.
Uh,
Oh, thank you. How are we looking?
I got one.
Good. All right, Jeremy, do you want to start?
oh yeah, I've gone Robert Pires. So I thought of players. I thought of who I put above him, and there's at least 7. Then I just thought there could be 2, 3 that I'm forgetting.
Smart.
So I've
Smart
gone
tactic.
Pires, extremely techie. Arsenal invincible, won the Premier League multiple times. Obviously not the current 4-3-3 winger that we see right now, but a winger in a 4-4-2 was good in 1v1s, good on the ball. Yeah, I think he had all the ability in the world. Big player for France as well.
Like it. But
I went for Maris.
there we go.
Hey, what up, man?
I've got Maris higher. That's
what I thought.
Yeah.
I had him about 8th in my counting, so I
Yeah.
just assume I missed a couple, so I put him there.
Smart.
Yeah, I think I pushed him back a couple as well. Ability wise, we all know how good this guy was. And that year he won the league with Leicester, arguably their best player. Then goes to a City team, and for someone who was really good, he was very unlucky to play a season
Yeah.
and then get dropped for no reason.
Mm.
But you saw his ability and quality when he was coming on. He was still winning in games and stuff
Mhm.
like that.
And
So,
output as well.
100%, yeah.
Very good. So I think 10th is a bit low for him, but I just don't know.
I
On the
reckon.
spot
Because I feel like
answer, it's
people would
not
put
bad.
like Beckham and Giggs above him. So that's why I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, it makes sense.
if this was like technically, he could
Yeah.
be 1 or 2 as well in these wingers.
Yeah,
yeah.
it'd be higher.
Yeah.
Top
MJ?
3 for sure. For me, I went Sadio Mane.
Sadio Mane.
I feel like
I hear it.
his level has to be top 10.
Mm-hmm.
I think where he maybe falls short of the guys above him is the way he beats players in terms of his skill. But I think in terms of what he did as a winger, how effective he was, the kind of goals he scored, and his impact in the side that he was in, I think Sadio Mane for me has to be a top 10 winger. And I think he's proved that as well when he was at Southampton as well, that his quality in the Premier League outside of a very good team.
Mike, is Mahrez above Mane for you?
Yeah, I'm saying Morris is higher.
This is what I thought. You guys have
I have Mane
above Mahrez.
But I have a new one that I
Mane is
Oh.
not in my.
You wanna have
Can I do another one?
Quick, yeah,
I'll
sure.
do
Why
another.
not?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because if Mahrez is 10,
Wait,
I,
yeah.
I definitely had Mane above Mahrez.
yeah.
I didn't
Okay.
think of Mane.
See, it's
Mine
hard
too.
when
Yeah.
you're on the spot to think.
When
of
I
all the-
just quickly brush through players, I
I
was
got
just
a
thinking of
better
like,
number 10 that makes more sense than Mahrez.
yeah.
Alexis Sanchez.
Oh, okay.
I feel like if we're talking how good he was very good. But was he that good for that long? He was good for a decent amount of time. And he was the best, I reckon, at maybe 2 seasons, I reckon he was arguably the best winger. And then, yeah, I think that makes sense for 10th.
As this is your second go, and this is your second one.
Yeah.
I think your other answer is better than
Yeah, I think Mahrez is higher on the list.
Mahrez is higher than
than Alexis.
Sanchez.
Yeah.
Hazard's higher.
Okay,
Bale's
so this is what I
higher.
had. Bale, Ronaldo. This is not in order, but Bale,
Yeah.
Ronaldo, Salah, Mane, Hazard,
Sterling,
Sterling.
Son.
I didn't have Son in
Beckham.
my thinking. Son, Beckham, Giggs.
Yeah.
There we go. Alexis.
I feel like he'd be a little bit lower. Maybe
What
like,
about
I don't know, 12th, 13th.
I'll
Did you,
take
say,
it.
did you say Tottenham?
Bale.
Bale? Did you
Yeah,
say
I
Bale?
said Bale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, tough one.
All right.
You think Alexis is better than Willian? Better wing in
Oh
the
my
Prem?
god.
Yeah, I think so.
I was-
From
I don't
career?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I
Prime?
do
yes.
not think so.
Prime?
Yeah,
Definitely.
prime, but winger, all time winger.
Chelsea career?
Did he get player of the season for Chelsea?
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know.
think
I
He
don't
did. He got Chelsea Player of the Year. The year when Hazard was shit.
Yeah,
Because he scored
he was
73
cold.
kicks.
So many
That's a
assists.
great, yeah, you forget William.
exactly.
a
That's
good
who I
one.
had juggling 10, but it was just too high.
Alrighty. Where are we? Next question. Who is the biggest system player of all time?
Of all time.
Yeah.
Biggest
In the
system
Prem?
Yeah, sure. No, just
in the world.
in the world.
In the world.
Yeah.
What's this guy's name?
Biggest system player of all time in the world. Jesus. That's a tough question.
I got one, but this is blow up though. I
Do
think
it.
this is blow up thing.
System player.
Biggest system player of all time.
It's really not that hard. guys.
Yeah. I think it will blow up.
And have a bit more ball knowledge than just the last 5 years. Just go Trent.
Piss off. You watch me watch it right, Trent?
It's too easy.
He's the first person that came to my
Why
head
is
when
it a
I saw this
cop-out?
It's a
question.
cop out.
Biggest system player.
Because there's way bigger ones.
System?
Just use your brain a bit.
Do you have an answer, Samuel?
Yeah.
I might just get you two to start and then while they're thinking. Do you want to go first,
Yeah, I got an answer.
Samuel?
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry,
When you're
guys.
ready.
Trent. And I've got a Liverpool jersey on. And this isn't me saying that he's a bad player, but I think what makes a coach good is being able to create systems that suit the players that you have. And so if you look at his abilities, Klopp turned the Liverpool style into a very much like fullback, like everything would go out to the fullbacks. They used to have the most passes, the most touches in the game. And I feel like that's because of what he was capable of. And I think the reason that the way Henderson played the way he played is because this guy couldn't really defend. So, yeah, I think if he was to be in another team where they play just a regular back four, even now he had a poor season last year, they've already changed the system to suit him because of his qualities and what he lacks.
Nice. Jeremy? Was that what you wrote
I
down
told
there?
you.
I
knew it.
The biggest system player of all time is right
It's
here.
not true.
Xavi.
Oh my
Xavi.
God. Here we go.
You want to know why? System. Exactly what Samuel said. The coach comes in. He creates the system around the players that he has. Xavi's most successful period as a footballer is when Guardiola comes into Barca and creates the system where the midfielders dominate the game. They get the most touches as possible. They keep the ball in the areas of 5 meters. This guy doesn't have to run. He's just here playing 1-2 touch, back, bounce, 1 touch, 2 touch, bounce. I genuinely believe you take Xavi out of there, you put in David Silva, you put in Xabi Alonso, you put in Fabregas, you put in any other Spanish midfielder at the time, Santi Cazorla, Barca achieved the exact same thing.
Facts.
They go on to win the exact same thing. You evolve the Barca system further than Guardiola's
Facts. Yeah.
play. They get in Luis Enrique and they become more transitional. They play quicker. Xavi can't cope. Slowly comes out of the side. Iniesta, he's replaced by Rakitic, who's a much more improved player for the system. And Xavi slowly ages very quickly, heads to Qatar because he can't cope. He can't actually cope. I don't know what Samuel's doing, but
All I'm saying is you're ridiculous.
listen, Spain even just what they did when they were at their most successful was let's just copy Barca's whole game plan and we'll play the exact same because that's the style Xavi can play in.
That's not why. That's the style Xavi can play in. You take one of the best midfielders in the world and you obviously play a way that's going to suit your players. And if their whole team is the Barca team, almost 7 players out of the team was the Barca team, of course you're going to play like that team because they're the best team in the world.
And that's what Xavi can play in. If
No.
we're going to play transitional, mate, get Xavi the hell out. If we're going to play counter-attack, get Xavi the hell out. If we're going to play any other way that's not, let's keep the ball
Of
in
course
a
he'll still be
in a
good.
little rondo.
Of course he'll still
he's
be
not doing
good.
shit.
Of course he'll still be good.
No, he's not, mate.
No, of
you reckon
course-
Xavi playing for Liverpool right now who look like Endo?
You look like who?
Endo.
No, Xavi is literally better than McAllister.
McAllister doesn't look great.
What McAllister
McAllister doesn't look great, just
I'm saying
quietly.
like what McAllister can do in that Liverpool system.
If
Xavi
Xavi
would
was
do
playing
better.
lone 6, you guys would be 6
Why
right
would he
now.
be playing lone 6? He could
You
just
said
play 8.
McAllister.
But yeah, I'm saying he could
Where's
just play
McAllister
8.
been playing for
Or he
Liverpool?
could just play 8.
Do you watch your team play or no?
He hasn't played 6 every single game, has he?
Most games.
Or he hasn't played every game.
Most games.
So if you know anything about football,
Most games.
Xavi
Oh,
is
yeah.
not the
Easy.
most system-based player.
He was only good in one system.
You can't take someone if they play for a team, their whole their whole peak of their powers, and then internationally they adopt a similar style.
It's the same system.
It's a similar style.
It's the same system.
I get what you're saying though, Jeremy. Like it makes sense,
Chrissa?
but
No.
like
It doesn't make sense.
like the way you've worded it, I'm like, yeah, that does make sense. But yeah, I think you've
doesn't make sense.
maybe taken a bit of.
Nobody was
Oh,
calling.
sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. Nobody was calling Xavi the best midfielder in the world when Rijkaard was the coach of Barca.
Yeah, facts.
That's all I'm saying. Nobody was saying that.
These are hard facts.
Yeah, but there's a difference between being purely a system player. He was still a starter and one of the
was a
better
starter,
players
yeah.
for Rijkaard.
He was a starter.
Barca's team, yeah.
But no, he wasn't. He didn't he didn't benefit from that system, did he?
What do you mean he
Compared
didn't
to the
benefit?
system that he benefited from the most when he was being called
he
the best
benefited
midfielder.
more
When he was
because-
being called the best midfielder in the world compared to just a midfielder that plays for Barca.
He benefited more because the system was suited more to his style, but being purely a system player, he's not. You're one of the best midfielders of all time.
Yeah, in a specific system.
You know what beat facts?
You take
Nothing.
Xavi out, put him in a fucking Chelsea team that wins.
You keep saying that, but it's...
You switch Kante and Xavi out of specific teams. Listen, I know who I'd rather have.
What? But you'd put Kante in the Barca team, they'll be way shitter.
No, they wouldn't.
Of course they... What?
No, they wouldn't.
It's not even a word.
Of course they'll be way shitter.
No, they wouldn't.
They will be.
No, they wouldn't.
What do you mean, no, they wouldn't? Of course they would be.
No, they wouldn't.
Yeah, you
Okay,
make no
MJ.
sense.
World Cup
That
too.
doesn't make any sense at all.
They'd win the ball back way quicker as well.
For me, this hits home,
They already did.
but I'm saying Alexis Sanchez. I feel like he struggled playing for teams that didn't control possession, have the ball. We saw when he went to United, and it was more of like a transitional based team. It was difficult, and I feel like he benefits a lot from systems that teams have the ball. He gets the ball in the right areas. But as soon as it's teams where it's a bit different, that's when I think he struggles a lot. Whereas I think if you look at like typically really good wingers, I think they're adaptable to different types of play a lot more than he did. So for me, yeah, that's why I'm saying Alexis Sanchez.
Nice.
I went for an easy one just because I couldn't think of anything on the spot. I had a crazy one, but the show has to keep running. But I've decided to go for Henderson. A player that we all saw before Klopp was at the club. For some reason, he kept him. I don't know why. I thought he was one of the first people that was going to be shipped, but he kept him in. And he deceived everyone because you look at him now at Saudi, his team hasn't won in 14 games.
Yeah,
they haven't scored.
Sounds like
And
Xavi's
his
career
best
after
ability
Barca.
is communication. He has a highlight reel of him just talking in the Champions League game, and all he's saying is, "Well on, Robbo. BVD. One touch.
Oh, God.
Chest it. Chest it, Trent.
It's pretty good.
Chest it."
Yeah,
That's it.
it's
So
accurate as well.
you can't tell me this guy's not a fraud.
That wasn't the question.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
I'll agree, yeah.
All right. Where are we? All right. This is a funny question. Two players who are carbon copies of each other that nobody's noticed. So two players that are basically the exact same player.
Jeez. Oh, that's easy. Drogba and R9. You like that, huh?
That no one's noticed.
Xavi and João Moutinho. Except João Moutinho can shoot.
For Chelsea.
Does it? This guy's lost his
Get the
mind.
video, please.
Oh.
Mitch, what do you think is happening in that video?
I was like, he's not even in the video.
He just turns around and goes, I don't know, carbon copies. I can do.
By playing right now,
Yeah. No, I guess.
No, just, yeah, whatever.
They could.
I'll do
They could
playing
have
right
ever
now.
pade. Do you want us to wait or can the others go while you're thinking?
They can go. Just think of it.
MJ, I want to hear yours.
What the hell is
Please share.
I'm seeing like for like with these two.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if he's drunk or maybe he's Nigerian. But John Obi Mikel and Caicedo.
Yeah, that's facts. Right now as well.
What in the
It's similar, man.
bro?
I'm seeing
Hey,
I'm seeing twins.
Nigerians at this guy. He's
Yeah.
Nigerian too as well.
I'm seeing twins.
Yeah, that's facts.
like similar playing type, similar the way they move.
Very
not gonna say anything.
Very
Like,
limited.
The way like their expressions, like I feel like Caicedo doesn't talk. McCall didn't really talk. He was just there, you know. Sometimes you're like, is this guy wait?
I thought you were gonna do
Okay.
Mikel and fucking the Barca playbook. I thought that would have been a good one.
But
You guys want to see mine?
please,
Please.
I want it more than anything.
I've done Rashford and Giggs.
Oh my god. What's wrong with you?
You guys just wait. This one's gonna come.
What?
This one's gonna come in good in a couple of years.
That's a legit one, right?
All right.
When
Give us
Rashford
your
retires.
reasoning. Okay. When Rashford retires in a couple of years.
awful.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't play the same.
At all.
And he's like a pure
Most-
winger.
Oh, it's not ability. I'm basing this off a lot of caps, protected, and is gonna be in
Which players are like carbon copies of each other?
exactly. They're gonna be carbon copies, not because of ability, because appearances
You think Rashford's
and
going to
doing
be
nothing.
You think
the
Rashford's
club.
going to be
Playing 750
and called
million
one of the
games
best
for-
players in the Premier League history?
Well, he's being called out right now. He's
Jack, we can't post that.
Yeah, that one's
awful.
terrible.
Why not?
That doesn't make sense.
It does. I'm not redoing it.
You got time.
I'm keeping this one. Nah, I like this one.
That's bad.
That's horrible.
Jack, don't even
All right, well,
post that.
Samuel, whatever you put, can't be
I don't
worse than
have
that.
one.
So,
Yeah,
Jeremy,
yeah.
I've done you guys might not even know, but Kozia Dewberry plays for Arsenal under 23s.
Yeah.
And Saka.
Oh, yeah, they're
Fuck
identical.
me.
And they look
Yeah.
the same as
They
well.
look the same. They play the exact same.
Yeah,
I'm
they're
telling you, when
identical.
Arsenal when Saka needs to go away for a while,
I'll just put him in.
just chuck him in. Give him 7 shirt. He can play while he's gone.
Fake one.
Because they
Coulda-
play the exact same.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, they actually are.
The younger one. Yeah.
Samuel?
Fucking.
This one's kind of
Can't be worse than Bud, so don't worry.
yeah. I went Koscielny and Mickey van der Ven.
Oh no, Samuel.
I think both.
Shoni weren't mobile like that.
Yeah, not as much as Van der Ven, but I feel like on the ball, their way they're commanding. I feel like the way they drive with the ball, similar build.
They both fast.
You're lucky someone else had a
Had a
awful
Howler.
one.
I mean, I could put thing and thing, but
I got to bounce.
Yeah.
Can I
Okay.
just Mitch, you want to sub in?
Mitch, come. Just do the last one.
Oh shit, it's 8:10.
Yeah.
where you going?
I got futsal.
God damn.
I'll tell them you're
It's
going to be
late.
late.
Make it right. MJ, make last week's result right.
You got to be the guy today, MJ.
I couldn't move last week as well.
Oh, see you later, man.
See you, bro. Get a dub, man. Not 17-0 again.
All right, next question. We've just had a last-minute substitution. Which is going to come in clutch for the last 10 here.
You come across as a nice guy.
Really a piece of shit.
Did someone say that? I was going to say, Mitch is one of the nicest people I've ever met, so they're right. Where are we?
9
Okay.
to 5, he's nice.
Oh, I haven't seen him after hours. Okay. Who is a player who should be in different conversations to the ones they're currently in? So it could be like they're
Better conversation.
in better conversations or they're not talked about enough. Like they're in
okay.
conversations with worse players.
Oh, yeah.
Just, yeah, however you think.
Right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no. Just whatever. If you've got one from way back when.
Google already, MJ.
Yeah, but I have
This
to.
game.
Um,
I
You're on Google.
He's gone now, but they're running 10 minutes late apparently.
Oh, that's good.
That's good.
Different conversations.
Mitch, do you want to go first since you've just joined
I
us?
can go first.
Go for it.
I'm going my left winger, Martinelli. You know why?
Tell
Everybody
us.
compares this guy to Doku, Rashford, all of that. You see what he's doing in the Champions League, bossing up against. He's like a Liao type player now.
Oh, yeah.
He's like a Kvaratskhelia or whatever you say. his name. Close to Vini, but he's not there yet.
Jesus Christ.
He's a baller. I'm telling you.
You've subbed in to just say rubbish.
He's a baller. You see what
You
did
said
in-
he's close to Vinny. Martinelli's close to Vinny.
Yeah.
In what way? In what world?
This
If
Mitch's
the
answer.
team was built around Martinelli, like Vinny's team is,
yeah.
In what? So Madrid was built around Vinny when they won the Champions League.
100%.
So not around the Ballon d'Or winner Benzema.
No,
It was built around Vinny.
even his job is to drop in, create the
Facts.
space.
Yeah, you're right.
And he was the
If you
top
don't know
scorer.
ball,
He was the
just
top
let me
scorer in all
Yeah.
of the world.
Yeah.
Benzema.
Yeah, but that's Vini as well, doing the flair.
That's it.
So
I
it was
mean,
built
during-
around him.
Drawing,
Yeah, Vini-
drawing the
Vini's
right
well.
back.
You
and then
think-
catapult?
Arsenal, the way Arsenal set up is not more so built around Martinelli as much as Madrid is built around Vinicius?
No.
No,
In terms of what, defensive duties, is that it?
no, he doesn't get the ball. nearly as much.
Martinelli gets way more goal scoring opportunities because of the way that Jesus plays. They're literally, Arsenal, the way that they play is for their wingers to score.
Yeah, but we don't really go to Martinelli. So obviously,
This is a load of shit, man.
I'm just saying that we don't really go.
This is-
to
you
the
just
line.
said-
Also, they compare him to Diaz.
yeah.
Yeah,
Facts.
Diaz
Oh yeah, I know.
Come on now.
That
Diaz-
Diaz talk needs to stop
is
because
better than Martinelli.
listen, otherwise I'm gonna have to. Don't worry.
Are
Never
you saying
mind.
you're agreeing?
On the show.
No, never mind.
but-
Never mind.
I've gone for Varane. I think Real Madrid made this guy look like a world class defender. I think now he's lucky that he's at a United club, a team where everyone's just bad. But I feel like if he was at a team if he moved to like not a city, but another team that was good, I think you'd be able to see where that he's a bit of a fraud in terms of they rank him really high, but I think he's maybe two spots down in terms of class rank. I mean, he's had a cruisy 11 years at Real Madrid, not really had to do anything. At United, he's not available all the time because he's injured, and when he's playing, he doesn't make himself like, you don't look at the game and be like, this guy's the best defender in the game.
I hear it. He is older now though, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Obviously not playing with a quality
But
team,
you-
but I see what you're
See
saying.
Thiago Silva.
I
like,
was just
these
about to
guys,
compare
yeah.
him to him. Like
Yeah.
obviously their levels are.
It's
I hear
different.
it. It's not a bad answer. What's your name, Samuel? Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Danny Carvajal. I reckon once he retires, people won't even remember his career. They won't even think about him ever in any conversation. But if we're talking the way that Gary Neville is said to be the best right back ever in Premier League history, Danny Carvajal, to that same basis, Danny Carvajal is better than Gary Neville. And if you're gonna tell me that he's not, then I just feel like you're very Premier League biased, because this guy consistently, there's a reason that he hasn't come out of the Madrid lineup. The guy went through I think it was heart problems, everything, and he's still in the Madrid lineup for how many years consistently, won every trophy there is to win, part of some of the most successful teams ever, and he's going to finish his career and nobody's going to remember him. So put him up.
Yep. I've gone with Mesut Ozil. I should be seeing on TikTok comps, tech compilations, ability, assists, everything this guy's done, and I'm just not seeing the love that Ozil deserves. He should be in the conversations every time someone talks about David Silva. Should be Ozil right there. You want to talk about De Bruyne? Yeah, De Bruyne right now I think is surpassed Ozil, but the next tier down, the next player down, it's Ozil. You want to talk about Di Maria? Ozil. You have to talk about Mesut Ozil when we're talking about naturally gifted, best attacking midfielders in general. He's in that conversation.
Start sub-sell. Ozil, Kaká, De Bruyne.
Oh,
It's a tough one.
jeez. Oh no.
Are you selling Kaka?
Selling
No,
Kaká.
I'm
Why is it that
selling
easy?
Ozil,
Yeah, I'm selling Ozil. Yeah,
It's like, forget what I said.
I saw that. I was like, yeah, I'm selling Ozil for
Well,
sure.
yeah, that's the
sold
top tier.
Kaká.
That's the top tier.
Why did you sell Kaká?
That's the top
He also
tier.
chose Martinelli. Just
Bro,
it's
this
okay.
I was
It's
through
all
when
right.
Kaká was playing.
He did 3 in 28,
Can't.
208.
When you started watching Arsenal, when I think Ozil left.
Oh man.
Ozil left.
That's true.
So,
That's when
All
we
right,
started watching
but there's
properly,
3
for
questions
sure.
left.
Okay,
Let's smash them
smash
out. Here we are. All right. Change one rule to make football more entertaining.
oh yeah.
Okay.
Let's do this quick.
Change one rule to make.
I
football
liked
entertaining.
Angelica's answer when we did center stage.
That was a good answer.
like when in a penalty shootout you do like the run up, like a 1v1.
Yeah, I love
Yeah,
that rule.
yeah, the American one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that
That'd
one
be
as well.
fun. Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I
I
reckon
like
that would
it.
just make it so much better to
Yeah,
watch.
absolutely.
and there wouldn't be all the like,
No, like,
mind
dra-
games
yeah,
and shit because it's
It's like,
yeah,
what?
yeah.
Yeah, no, I like it.
You guys done already?
All right, Jeremy.
Win the pen, you have to take
Oh
it.
my god.
That's actually a good rule.
That
though.
would
That
be
is-
the
yeah.
best rule.
Yeah.
It would make games more exciting, especially last minute pens. It would make pens where it's iffy
But,
and
yeah.
it's like the ones in the box with the shirt pull.
Yeah.
The centre back has to step up and take it.
Yeah.
If you
Is
win
that
the
like basketball? Like you
The
like
free
the
throws,
free throw, yeah.
Yeah.
If you win the pen, you take it, and then that
agree.
means a lot more missed pens.
No Penaldo.
There's no
comments.
mind games of like,
Ronaldo.
no Penaldo, no
Yeah.
stat padding, but also no like last minute like, oh, Haaland's just going to step up, bury it, they win the
Yeah.
game.
But
It's like you're on
Yeah.
edge.
Or you're at 1-0 and the other team, you're like getting dominated by City. They win a pen, Haaland scores,
Yeah.
but they win a pen. Akanji has to step up
take
and
it.
take
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's a
Luck
different
to you.
story.
Yeah.
I love it, but
This one's a bit of a silly one, but kick-ins instead of throw-ins have the ability to choose between both. You'd have teams like Burnley at the top of the
Choose
ladder.
between both is so funny.
You'd have Burnley at the top
or
of the
do you
table.
get to choose if you take
So
a
is it
kick
like
or
a-
a throw in, or it's
like
just
a-
you can
kick-ins?
take the kick. You can take a corner from anywhere on the line, like basically.
So you
No,
can
but-
just whip them in, he's saying.
Oh right, okay.
Whip it in.
You can choose to do
Trent-
a quick throw in or
Or
This
you
could be
can
good.
kick it in. So
Trent could
there's
have
both.
50 assists
Yeah,
by the
he
end of the
could.
season.
So
That's
it's
kind
just-
of cool.
Fellaini would
I'd
have
also
50
win.
goals. Fellaini
it's
50
just set
goals.
pieces.
Burnley would be top.
That would be, I'm telling you,
Old-
imagine
old
how
Burnley.
long the stoppages would be.
Oh,
Imagine they get a throw in,
Yeah.
they send the whole team up every single time to do a
It's like
kick.
in rugby when they do the line
Yeah, the
out.
line
Yeah.
outs.
that's a good one. Mitch.
1 out with the ref when they make a shot. Yeah. Let me do that again. 1 out with the ref when they do a wrong call.
Oh,
You know in hockey how like
Yeah. You can
jump
just
your
square up
gloves
with
and
someone.
square up.
So the ref has to fight both teams.
Every Taylor
Just fighting every minute.
There'd be so many bias calls because you could just have the most jacked player on your team make like the craziest fouls and
And
shit.
then say-
Imagine the ref having to fight him.
I actually like the introduce the NBA thing with VAR and have like two coaches challenges where they can like tell the ref that was wrong, like
Yeah.
that, and have them
Even
look at a
like in
specific
NRL,
decision.
like they have
Yeah.
the captain's challenge or whatever,
Yeah.
like once a game where you can. I know it's
Or
up to
referee.
Or just get rid of VAR.
that too.
That'd be a good rule, I reckon.
We should be able to keep going. Yeah.
All right, two more.
No, 29.
Bud, you'll love this question. Name a player who you think is genuinely a better footballer than CR7, but no one else would agree.
It's literally no one.
By the way, you love him. I thought you hate him. Sorry, I'm getting
No, I
confused.
hate
He
the other.
does hate him sometimes. He
Yeah,
just
I'm confused.
caps.
Maybe that's
No, I
why.
don't.
He
You
called him a
confused
parasite
me.
for so long.
Yeah, and that's one of the best movies ever.
Why did I think you? Oh no, you're a Messi hater, aren't you?
Yeah, that
I
little
got
midget.
confused. Sorry, wrong one.
That's who I was gonna put as
I
system
thought
player.
so. Yeah. Lucky.
Better
We would've
footballer.
got cancelled.
Yeah. But no one else would agree.
Okay.
You guys good? Bud, go for it.
I feel like Henry is a good shout for players who, at their best, could be said better than Ronaldo. I think if you look at attributes wise, fast, skillful, knows how to score.
Are you describing Ronaldo? Or?
Both. I think Henry's similar type player
Yeah.
in terms of when their primes were.
I think that's the only thing that makes him not better.
I think technically
Is
he's
because
better.
no, Ronaldo is better than Henry at every single thing Henry is good at. Ronaldo's better at.
I don't think so.
I think he's better.
Technically, Henry is
Nah,
better.
he's
than
not.
Ronaldo.
It's a very
Get
hard
the
question.
hell out of here. Technically, he's better. In what way?
What do you mean?
In what way? Technically, is Henry better than Ronaldo?
Technically, with the ball, he's better
He
than.
can't be. He just.
He's a
can't
better
be.
passer. You could argue they're probably similar one-on-one abilities.
What?
Whereas beating a player,
Similar.
not necessarily in the sense of how they beat him, but if they get past a player, that job's still done.
Yeah, Ronaldo would definitely get past players a lot more than Henry at the rate Ronaldo. We're
What do
talking
you
about
mean?
Ronaldo at his best.
What do you mean?
One of the most unstoppable. Like
So you're saying
I'm saying, because their
Henry,
attributes are so
one-on-one.
similar. Yeah, I'm saying because their attributes are so similar. Ronaldo is better at every single attribute
he's
that
not.
Henry is.
He's not.
Yeah, Henry's best attributes. Ronaldo is better at all of them. Finishing,
Henry's faster,
faster,
better passer, and I'm saying ability.
better passer. He's not.
He is a better
He's
passer
just
than
not.
Ronaldo.
He's not. I don't know what makes you think that he's a better passer. He's not.
What makes you think Ronaldo's a better passer than Henry?
Variety of passing,
Are you?
All right.
That's legit the argument I'm saying.
No,
I'm saying
can't be.
his range of passing is way better than Ronaldo's.
It's not.
Left foot, right foot passing.
Ronaldo, left foot, right foot. Yeah.
Assisting as well.
Yeah, Ronaldo more assists.
I'm not saying in stats wise. I'm saying I'm
So,
Yeah, we're
basing
never
it
gonna
off
just
agree
base
on
it off a
this.
made up
Ability.
thing in your brain.
Could be wrong
ability.
sometimes.
Just a
I
made up
Mitch?
thing in your brain.
got Suarez.
Suarez,
Yeah.
yep.
Suarez.
Again, everything Suarez is good at, Ronaldo better.
He's a baller.
It's
Nah,
a hard
but-
question. Like how? Like,
It is.
yeah.
Suarez fits into more systems than Ronaldo.
Why? Ronaldo's gone to every team he's gone to.
but
He's won.
The way this guy can bring his teammates into a game, not like Ronaldo can't do that shit.
Of course he can.
I'm telling you.
Everywhere
It's
Ronaldo,
not a debate.
everywhere Ronaldo went, his teams were. He
better
won.
than Suarez's.
Yeah, because he had.
All right. Let's see yours.
Samuel?
Mine was Iniesta. I think this is the hardest question possible we've ever had. So I went with someone with completely different attributes.
I was gonna say like someone in different
someone
position.
with different
makes-
attributes,
yeah.
different position. So it could make an argument that he's better and more technically gifted.
I was going to do Robinho to be funny, but
That's
I did
horrible.
I did Rooney because they played together, and I think at their best, Rooney was incredible, more versatile than Ronaldo. Could accommodate Ronaldo's game a lot more than the other way around, and I think
I agree.
as a technician, as a footballer, I think Rooney could do everything. So there was times definitely where Rooney was the one carrying Ronaldo.
And who's better, Suarez or Rooney?
Rooney.
Suarez is better all time. But there's a thing where you look at people's attributes, and if Ronaldo
Suarez
can
is
do,
all time better than Rooney. I don't know.
he is.
Prime? I don't
He
know.
is. Suarez all time is better than Rooney.
We'll have
Come
that
on.
conversation
That's
maybe a different
ridiculous.
time.
Suarez is in competition.
Rooney didn't play with
R9.
Messi.
Played with Ronaldo.
Yeah. And who's better? Little food for
That'll
thought.
be next episode maybe. Last question.
One more.
Who is the first City starter that you would sell if you became the coach?
Ooh, first starter you'd sell.
Sell.
Is it based on just like the last 5 games or something? Is that what we're saying? Like they're starters because I feel like they have. You get me?
What?
Yeah, I get
So
what
like
you're saying.
if
It's
I was
like
to
a guy
say,
who normally at
Like
the end of
a
the season has
regular
started the majority of the
consistent
games.
starter,
so
not
like if I
like
was to
someone
say
who started
now,
2 or 3
like
games.
Grealish, does that count? That doesn't count.
No.
Nah, because he
he's
hasn't
not-
really. Yeah.
Okay.
That was too easy.
Yeah, it is too easy, Mitch.
Facts. If you know ball,
You can have completely different.
Yeah, true.
you reckon you're going to have the same one?
Oh, inshallah.
Alhamdulillah. Isn't that right?
Damn, this
We might go at the same time for this one.
You wouldn't sell him, bro.
We're good?
That's not the first person you're going to sell.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Jeremy, Haaland, Diaz, KDB. What?
Why'd you say it was
Mitch,
KDB?
please
This guy's injury prone.
explain.
So while you can get money,
Oh, that's the approach you've gone for, the safe one.
that's not the safe one. While you can get money, get your money out. He can go Saudi for 100 bags.
Mm.
He's too good.
100
Yeah, but if
bags,
you're
eh?
getting, if
Only.
you're getting,
He's going for
100K.
100K.
so 100 mil. So if you're getting what, 15, 20 games out of him, is that worth it?
Yes.
When do they get 15, 20? One season ever.
This year will probably be like around 25.
That's what I'm saying. One season.
No, that was the year he was injured. Anyway, if I am City manager, first one out the door is this big cyborg.
How much?
I'm getting money. I'm signing Kylian.
That's it, man.
Get money, sign Kylian, and my front three becomes unstoppable.
And also, even if you don't
they
sign,
can play in every position they want.
even,
The whole the front
even if
three.
you don't
Swap
sign
it.
Mbappe, you know what you do?
Yep.
You take the guy who's not playing 9, who's one of the best 9s in the world, Julian Alvarez, and you play him 9 because you have one of the best 9s in the world, and you've gained another 200 million from selling this guy.
Yep.
So you can make the team better. You can get new defenders.
Smart. Good coaching.
There you go.
I like it.
It's up
Bud,
here.
I agree
Why
with
are you
you,
so
my
afraid?
friend.
I would get rid of Diaz because ever since he got player of the year, or what was
His
it?
first season.
He's just had a big head.
Club captain gone.
He's been complacent as of late, slacking off a little bit. I'm starting to see in games a lot of brain switches. He thinks he's better than what he is on the ball, and he's going to be a toxic player for that team.
Crazy that he said Van Dijk for most overrated.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Crazy, huh?
well, that was the last question.
Like, share, subscribe,
Don't
please.
forget.
This
Don't forget
episode
to
has
comment.
been long.
It's
I'm
been
gonna-
long. I've been here all day.
We'll cut it down.
I'm gonna cut
Yeah.
this shit
Yeah.
out.
Got some new things coming in the future.
Yeah,
Yes,
we're gonna
sir.
cut this shit out.
Someone's
But
changing their nickname.
yeah,
It ain't soon no more.
But soon.
oh
That's
yeah,
his nickname soon.
oh yeah, soon. Thank you guys.
CBC to
Peace
be
out.
continued.
Like, share, subscribe.
And watch it in
Oh,
second.
actually, tell us in order of every member that's been on Let Him Shoot who's the favorite to least favorite.
Yeah.